through the ropes into that red corner, and this is Schumann. Gum shield goes in and he takes the walk up the steps. So touch of gloves. Bizhamov, Russian Boxing Federation in red. Schumann of Germany in the blue. Silver medalist at the European Under-22s, which took place in Italy in the summer, Schumann. So into the first, Bizhamov switches stance with ease. He's very relaxed, left to the body there early on from him. Schumann, an orthodox fighter, keeps that lead left hand on the move. Now into the orthodox stance. Bizhamov carries those gloves low. I think both might have landed there. Bizhamov with a right to the head, just touching to the head. Schumann just touching to the body with his right. The German on the front foot here. Just looking to try and chop down with the right. Jab to the body there from Bizhamov. And this is an interesting battle. I said it could be a battle of the jabs, and Bizhamov has immediately looked to get on the front foot and try and control the fight with his jab, which is what he did in his previous fight. It's what Schumann did in his previous fight as well. But what we've got here is we've got one fighter backing the other one up. I don't think Schumann necessarily wants to be in this kind of position, but this is where he finds himself. Bizhamov is just inching in with that front foot, getting on top of him and just pushing him back a little bit. Nothing massively aggressive. He's not letting go with bundles of punches, but he's dictating. I was talking before about the difference between a fighter being backed up and a fighter voluntarily backing up. This is a fighter being backed up. Left hand got through there from Bizhamov, and he's going from corner to corner at the moment. You can see that Schumann's just not really that comfortable. He's making him quite uncomfortable, in fact, Bizhamov. The difference is really noticeable. Bizhamov is one of those fighters who just seems to have so much time. Long left hand got through there. Just snapped back the head of Schumann. You just look at these two, look at their faces almost. Bizhamov is completely calm, barely breathing. Schumann, different story. It's like they're fighting at two different speeds almost. Bizhamov with a couple to the body there, a couple of just light jabs to the body. Schumann trying to reach with his lead left hand, stoops in with a jab to the chest. Just mixing up those hands on the inside there, Bizhamov. There goes the bell. And that's going to be a Bizhamov round. And having watched him yesterday and then watching him again today, it's impressive. He really is very, very good. And he's won that 10-9 across the board. And it's all about that ability to control the fight without doing all that much punching. He's not thrown his hands with any great urgency, but he's landed enough. He's just touching with that jab, he's just touching with it, but he's just creeping forward and just pushing Schumann around the ring. And as I said, when you look at the two of them, it is like they're fighting at different speeds. Bizhamov is laid back like he's got all the time in the world, whereas Schumann looks like he's having to work quite hard. So into the second round, Bizhamov Russian Boxing Federation in the red. Kevin Schumann of Germany in the blue. He's trying to get into the centre of the ring here, Schumann, and I think the corner will have told him you can't have another round like that where you're just getting manoeuvred around the ring. So he's trying to step into the centre of the ring here. Bizhamov just throws that 1-2. And this is better from Schumann. This is absolutely what he had to do, just trying to climb into a right and a left there. Looks for a big overhand right, follow through with the left, and that did land. Combination on the inside there for Bizhamov, and this is a different fight now. If you're Schumann, if you're the opponent of someone like Bizhamov, you cannot allow them just to exercise that kind of Jedi mind trick over you, where you just end up doing what they want you to do. Lead left hand there from Bizhamov. Right hand from Bizhamov, up top, then goes to the body. And he's got a slightly different look about him now. Things aren't quite so easy for the fighter in red. You can see him breathing a little bit more heavily. He's been put under some pressure here. Nice right hand on the inside there from Bizhamov. And the uppercut off the back foot. Schumann gets on top of him. He's not really getting through clean with too many of these, but he's more aggressive and he's looking to disrupt the Russian. Jab, right hand. Still picking punches well here, Bizhamov. Right hand landed there from Schumann, but then he got clipped with the right hand by Bizhamov. He's trying to rattle that combination away to the body, then just come up with one final one to the head there, Schumann. Tried it again there. Didn't quite land it that time. Into the final 30 seconds of round two, and Schumann just working really hard here, leaning in. He knows that he needs his second round. The cleaner punching in this second round has come from the fighter in red. But Schumann is, as I said, he's done what he absolutely had to in this second, because he couldn't have another round like the first one. A bit of damage to the bridge of the nose, a clash of heads according to the referee. And he's been aggressive, Schumann. He's got onto the front foot. He's not allowed himself to be manoeuvred around the ropes, just corralled around the outside of that ring into the corners. Schumann coming in, throwing plenty of leather on the inside there. So there goes the bell at the end of the second, and as I said, he got onto the front foot there, Schumann. He brought some pressure. But the clean punching, I thought, came from Bizhamov still. He needs to somehow get 3 of the cards here, Schumann. I don't think he's going to, and he hasn't. He's got 1 of them. He's got Guatemala going his way there. Bizhamov winning it with the other 4, so he's 2 points clear with 4 of the judges. But that was better from Schumann in the second round. It was a much better round from him. He gave himself a chance there. And he's got to do the same in the third and final round here. Just go for broke. Just pour it all out. If he can catch Bizhamov with something, get him disorganised, disrupt him, then you just never know. Bizhamov in that round, not looking like he had quite so much time, but he was still very composed. So third and final round, Dzhambulat, Bizhamov of the Russian Boxing Federation with a 2-point lead on 4 round of the 5 cards here. He's in the red. Kevin Schumann of Germany in the blue. Nice jab to the chest there from Schumann to kick things off. He needs 10-8. He needs a pulsating final 3 minutes here. He got hit by a right hand as he was on his way in there on the right hand side of the ring. And I definitely think he felt that one a bit.
very much.
Head just coming in a bit low there from Schumann.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now bring your attention to the ring A when we are presenting to you the bout number 416 in the men's middleweight division. Ringside judges from Ireland.
Bizhamov happy to stand his ground there and wait for Schumann to come in.
Referee in the ring, Thailand. It's time to welcome the boxer fighting out of the red corner.
Nice 1-2 there from Bizhamov, then got the turn in and caught Schumann a couple of more times. Big man, just pivoting around that front foot, making it look easy. Puts a little bit more weight on that 1-2 again there. It's the final 30 seconds. Schumann just trying to find room for that right hand here. He's worked hard in this final round, terrifically hard, but it's been difficult for him to make too much of an impact on Bizhamov. Bizhamov just gives himself a little bit of room there, enough to land that long uppercut, and he's definitely one of those fighters, Bizhamov, who punches harder than he looks like he does. He doesn't put much on some of his shots, but they're heavy enough because you just see Schumann's face there, and he's taken some pretty solid digs. There goes the bell at the end of the round, and Bizhamov has won that third and final round, and he's going to go through to the quarterfinals, and it's another impressive display through to the semi-finals, I beg your pardon.
To the AIBA, Dzhambulat, Bizhamov from the red corner.
So Bizhamov goes through, not exactly a great outpouring of emotion from him there. 3-0 for 4 of the judges, that's how I had it. 2-1 for Guatemala, and through he goes to the semi-final. He's guaranteed a bronze, guaranteed 25,000 US dollars. Cursory handshakes with the corner there because this job is far from over. That's what everybody who goes through to the semi-finals will be thinking. That will be their attitude. You'll see some celebrate more than others, but none of them are going to be happy with a bronze. Well, they'll be happy, but not satisfied, if that makes sense. Bizhamov he's a good fighter. He really is. It'll be very interesting to see if anybody can really make him look uncomfortable at any point in this competition, because nobody's really managed it yet.